You are about to learn the exact price action logic required to identify every valid high and low on your chart with total certainty. By mastering this manual approach to market structure, you gain the ability to filter out market noise and see clear value in every move. We are starting that successful lesson right now. We're going to do this on the US dollar Japanese yen daily time frame, and then we'll go all the way down to a 1 minute time frame quickly so I can show you it applies to any time frame. And what I'm going to do is just do a replay mode. Let's just grab this and add it here anywhere. We can do this on any section of price. Let's go into current price, and what I'm going to do to make it even easier, let's just start. We're going to find our last high and low on this chart, and then we'll carry on from there. Now, when we find a high and low, we're going to use a simple system to find the high and low so you can easily map these out and find your structure ranges in the market. So when we're looking at this last move to the upside, the way we'll find a valid high, and this is going to be in a bullish market. Okay, so when we're in a bullish market, we're going to look for a valid high to form when we see a close down. So what I mean is, if we see a market moving to the upside, we want to see the next candle closing down. And you need to see basically price closing below this previous candle. So once you see this candle closing down, that creates, and we can map it out, a valid high in the market. That's how simple it is to find a valid high when we're in a bullish trend. Now, when we're looking for the low, it's going to use the same process as you see as we go through mapping up this chart. And then when we're looking for a high or low, when we're in a bearish trend, this will completely reverse. Now, we'll see that later in this video, how we will use this on a bearish trend as well. So let's remove this. We're going to look at this current move to the upside. Hopefully you've looked at this chart. Can you see where we first see in this area here of price, where we see that close down? Take a look now. Just take a look at the chart. Hopefully you can see where the first close appears as we see that move to the upside. If you have, great. If you haven't, let me show you. So we're looking at this candle here. That is the first candle that closes down below a previous candle. So this is the previous candle's low here. And I'll map this out as a line. So we see this candle closing down. That is showing me from this move here to the upside, this is the first time we see it close down. This validates your high in a bullish run in the market. So we have our nice big bullish run here to the upside. As soon as we see this candle form, that is when price will pause and stall. Let's go closer into this area on that market now. So we see this candle closing down. Now, once we identify this is where you're going to mark out your current high. So from your highest point, which will be here, is your current high. Now, what actually happens here is it leads to a new break of structure, but we'll go through that in a second. What you need to understand is once we see this valid high created, somewhere back in time, there will be a valid low as well. So if we just shrink this down, we're going to look back down here, look for the last time it closed down. Well, this is the last time we see it close down. That means at some point, this was a low in the market. Now, whether this was a low from this move to the downside, and it's a valid low in a bearish trend, or it's a low when we see a break to the upside, it doesn't matter. It will be the same process either way. But we don't need this low. We're just going to concentrate on this current high. Now, once we see this candle closing through, and we'll do another video understanding the break of structure and how you validate that and find that on charts. This is more about finding those highs and lows and understanding how to map them. Once this pushes through, we would look back and we look for the same result. We're looking for a close down in that bullish market. This is the same close down. That means we can actually map out this as a current low in the market. And the same thing, once we identify a close down, which is going to be on this candle at the same time as you wick through that low, this becomes, okay, a valid high in the market. Now, all that changes because at the moment we're still in a bullish bias. All that changes once we see a push to downside. Now what happens is, instead of looking for that close down that we have been looking for, we now need to look for a close up in the market. So once we see this candle closing to the downside, we will look back each single candle until we see a close up. Does this candle close above this candle? No. Does this one close above this candle? Yeah, it looks like it does. Just mark it out, and it does. So this validates the high, but still we're only going to map out the highest point. So this level remains the high of the current range. Think about it as ranges in the market. From this low to this high was your previous bullish range, and from this high to the first low, where we're looking again for that close up, well, that's this candle here, closes up, creates your valid low in the market. We map that out. This becomes your low. So we have a high formed and a low formed, creating our trading range. And again, we'll go more into this in another video, understanding what the breaker structure is and how we validate that and everything as well. So what we're looking for is those highs and lows. Let's continue now forward with a replay mode here. Let's actually bring this down a bit in speed. I'm looking for a breakthrough. So we get a break to the downside on this candle. So again, we look back after that candle closes down and we look for a high. Well, quite easily, where is it? This is our current high. It's a high because there is our close up. And what we have to look for is back in time for that close to the upside. So once we continue down, do we see a close up yet? This one failed to close above. Has this one closed? No. Let's go another candle. Did this one close above? No. Okay, so the moment we do nothing, we continue with this move in the market. And slowly we are pausing in price. Have we closed up? No. Now we've closed up. That means we can now map this as a valid low in the market. Are you seeing? We're now in a bearish trend and we're looking for the close up, and that's our valid close to the upside. So there is our current range from this high to this low. We're in a bearish range, and we can just pull this across a bit more. So we wait again. Let's go forward with price. We're looking for the move to downside. We get a move to downside. Once this candle's closed, we look back. Where's our last close up? And again, it's this one. That means we can drag this back. Previous high. This becomes your new high in the market. And we do the same process again. We go forward a candle by candle approach until we see the close up. And there's your close up. And I'll just mark it out. There's our close up. Our valid low is the lowest point. Now we have a new trading range. This is the first section of understanding market structure. If you don't understand how you map this out with your highs and lows in a bullish and a bearish trend, you will fail at understanding how to use this market structure. So our high to low is now here. Again, let's go forward with price and we break straight back to downside again right here. So when we see that breaking down, let's look back. Where's the last close up? It's the same one. So now we can mark this out as a new high. Okay, this is an old high, so we'll pull this back. And we're waiting again for that close to the upside. And we get it on this candle. See, we just close above. Validates the low. Now we can mark from the lowest point, our new low, our new trading range. It's that easy. So moving sideways. Now could we potentially run to the upside? Okay, so this is our current trading range. We're still within this bearish range. And we continue to downside. We close through. Once this candle's closed through, this is a previous high. We'll look for the last close up. There's our last close up. This now becomes our valid high in the market. And again, we do the same thing. We're looking for the close up. There's our close up. And this validates our low in the market. That is how easy this is for you to do. Now we just go forward again to see where this breaks the upside downside. We break to downside. Again, after we see this candle closing down, there's our last time we see it close up. There's our previous high. Our new high is here. And this is going to be a previous break to downside. And we continue with the same process again. We're looking for a close up. And there's our close up. Okay, in case you don't see it, there's our close to the upside. And this is how easy this is. This is how the professionals will map out market structure. So now we can mark out this low. We have our new trading range. So now we're inside this trading range. Let's go forward once more, and then we'll show you this on a 1 minute time frame as well. So we're looking for this, and price runs this high, and we break to the upside here. So now what we're looking for is a bullish market. This becomes a previous low. This is what I wanted to quickly show you before we went to a 1 minute chart. When we see this, now we're looking for that close down. So we look back candle by candle until we see a close down. Here's our close down. That means this is no longer a low. This becomes our new low in the market. This closes down as well, right there, and this becomes our valid high in the market. That's it. That's how you can see a market going from a bearish to a bullish trend there. That's how you map out your highs and lows. Now, let's just quickly now go to a 1 minute time frame. Let me just, in fact, remove everything off this chart. Let's go to current price, and we'll go to a 1 minute chart. I just want to show you that this method is applied to any time frame. So let me just now go to a replay mode again, start new, and we'll map it from this point. So we're going closer to those candles again, and we're going to look at the lowest point on the market. We can see it's a bearish trend. So to see, this is our close up right here. So just like we saw on the daily time frame, this becomes my current low in the market. Now we're looking back for the last time we see it close up. This didn't close up, this one did. We know this is our current high, and that would have been our current low. We've seen a break there because we see the last close up. So there's our current trading range. That's how easy and simple it is to do. And we just go forward price. Okay, we get the breakout. As soon as we see that push to downside, this candle close, I look for my new high. There's my new high because that's where we see the close up. And we go forward price until we see the close up, and we get a close up on that candle. So just like you saw in the daily time frame, this can be applied to the 1 minute time frame. And now we have a new bearish trading range. Go forward once more just to show you how this works. So the market's pushing towards the high. Are we going to reverse? And we do. We've pushed up and closed through. So once we see that close through, this is no longer our valid low. And we look back for the last time we see it close down, which is here. That creates and actually forms your valid low. This is now our valid low in the market. We close down on that candle, and this now becomes our valid high. That is our new bullish trading range. That is how simple this is to do. If you want to see the companion tool that automates this entire system in seconds, watch this next video, the 5-second market structure hack instant fix, which shows the process inside the tool for instant results on your market structure.